This video should hopefully answer a lot of your guys' questions that you guys have about certain mods on my car. So I guess we can call this a mod list, mod update, whatever you want to call it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about every mod that I've done to the car and just talk about it for a little bit and just tell you how I feel about it, because a lot of you guys always ask about them. So let's jump right into this. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the exhaust. It is the NVIDIA N1 exhaust. It's just a cat back exhaust. Do I like it? Yes. Does it drone? Yes. Is it loud? Yes. There's an install video on it. You can click this annotation here. Long story short, it's a pretty easy install. It's one of the cheaper exhausts for the car. I think it was around 600 bucks. Am I gonna change it soon? Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but I am satisfied with it, and it is loud, and it does drone. It's not that bad, but you get used to it eventually. So that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Next are the rims on the car. These are Ambit Performance wheels. They're on the cheaper side. They're not really expensive. They're not dirt cheap, but they're somewhere in the middle. They are 18 inches and they're 9.5 with a width with a 38 offset. The tires that I'm running are Nitto Inbos. The specs on them are 235/40. Tires are great. They're not the best rain tire, but as far as stickiness, when like in everyday driving, super sticky. Love the rims. I believe they're around 19 pounds each, pretty light. If I had to say the one thing that I noticed about them is that I feel like the metal is soft on them. So I feel like they kind of like ding easily. I don't know, it's kind of a personal thing with me, but for the price, I couldn't ask for anything more. The next mod we're gonna talk about is the coilovers. They are the Teen or Tine, however the hell you want to pronounce them. They're the Teen Street Bases. Again, they're not super expensive, but they're not dirt cheap. They're somewhere in the middle. I think they're around they're like 850 bucks. Back to what I was saying, the install's not too bad on them. You can click the video here, you can watch that. They're really good. They're pretty basic, they don't have dampering, it's just height, that's all you can really adjust. They are stiff. The car's already stiff like for them, so like it doesn't really bother me that much, but they are stiff. I love them, I have no complaints. I'm not rubbing, so hopefully that answers all your questions. I guess, would I recommend them? Yes, I would, so pretty much all I'd say about that too. Next is the vinyl on the car. I did it myself. I wrap cars, that's kind of like what I do, so I wrapped it myself. I don't know if I'd really include this, but I'm going to because I know I'm going to get questions about it. Here's the video if you want to see me doing that. I think it gives the car a mean and aggressive look. I wouldn't do any other color but black. The color is just gloss black, or maybe it's satin, I don't really know. Both the same thing. Really easy to do, so you watch that video if you want to hear more about that. Next is going to be the nightshade. This is a pretty cheap mod. I don't know if I'd call this a mod, but I always get questions on it, so I'm going to put it in there anyway. This is basically a lacquer finish. It's like a red lacquer finish. Super easy to do. Again, click the annotation if you want to watch that video. It looks good. It has not faded. The lights are still just as bright when you have them on, and it makes everything red. There's no more like yellow color or anything like that. So I always get questions, can you still see the lights? Yada yada yada. Yes, it looks 100% the same. It's just red. So this one I did a video a while back, so I'm gonna throw it in here. It's sound deadening. Again, click the annotation if you want to see that. I can't really show it because I have the sub in there now, so I can't lift up that mat anymore. But super easy. I just did it to decrease some of the drone. Did it help? A little bit. I could do it more, but I'm too lazy to do that again. So anyways, click that video if you want to watch more about that. The shift knob I have in the car is a flossy knob. It's the heavyweight grip tape, so it's super heavy knob. Has a really low center of gravity, so people who drive this car like stock and then drive this one with this knob, they always compliment that and they love it a lot. So basically it's really heavy, so it gives it more of a smoother feel. Still really notchy, but just lower. It feels like I did a short shifter. It's literally, Matt Farah in my smoking tire video asked me if I had a short shifter in the car, and I was like, no, it's actually just the knob. So highly recommend it. So yeah, one of the best. It's like 130 bucks, kind of expensive, but definitely worth it. So I'm loving that one. This is something I didn't tell you guys I got because it was so minuscule that I didn't even do it, but I have lug nuts. They're just Mutekis, red ones. I honestly kind of don't like the way they look on the car. I liked it at first, but now I'm kind of over it. So red lug nuts, it is what it is. Got them for like 40 bucks on Amazon. So the window tint that I have on the car it's actually 4%, not 5%. So it's a 4% window tint. Got it done from SD Tint. It was kind of expensive because I got the more expensive filmed, so it stays extra cool in the car. but I think it looks great. Haven't had any trouble with cops. During the day it's fine, but at night it is kind of difficult to see. You kind of have to get used to it, and when I'm going through neighborhoods at night, I usually put the windows down so I make sure I can see everything, but I love the look of it. It makes me feel like I'm in my own cave when I drive, so I personally love it. Some people hate it, but window tint, it is what it is. My newest mod is the OEM audio setup that I have in the car. So a lot of people ask me this, is it worth it? Honestly, it is expensive. I will say it is expensive, but if you, coming from this car from a stock audio and jumping to that, it's a world's difference. I personally love it a lot, and I'm 100% happy I went with it. The sub is great. It's not too loud, it's not overbearing, and the tweeters are like, that's the thing I noticed the most is how high notes hit. So I personally love it. I'm a music guy, so I'm always listening to music, so it was an obvious choice for me. But here's the video if you want to watch that, because that is my most favorite mod I've done to the car so far. So some people may hate that, but it is what it is. Last but not least is the delicious tuning E85 tune stage 1 thing that I did. So I get a lot of questions about this. Basically what I did is I put a flex fuel kit on the car. So it means I can run E85 and 91 at the same time. I can mix fuels, do all that weird type of ratios, and everything runs completely fine. What does that do? It gives you a little more power, but does decrease miles per gallon. So like, normally I get like 26 on 91, and with 85 I get like 22, maybe 20, something in that area. I definitely feel it. I definitely love it. And the tune that I got from Delicious, it basically gets rid of the torque dip and increases horsepower. So that's about a 30 horsepower gain with both that together. Again, click the annotation if you want to watch that video. I love it. I'm 100% glad I went with it, and Delicious knows what they're doing, so I trust them very much. So I'm gonna do a little bonus here because a lot of people ask me this: what are you gonna do next? When are you gonna do turbo? When are you gonna supercharger? Or which one are you gonna do? To make this clear, you guys are like, when are you gonna do it? You said you're gonna do it. Keep in mind that like paying for stuff takes a while to do, so it's all coming in good time. I think I'm gonna go to supercharger just for reliability issues, and mainly the turbo that I was gonna get. They were supposed to make it carb legal, but they ended up blowing that one out of the water. So I have to be carb legal here in California, which is a lot of turbo kits that aren't carb legal. So I mean, there are some. Don't mess with me and be like, this turbo kit is legal, you liar. I mean, there are some, but they're pretty expensive. So and they're less reliable due to heating issues. So I think supercharger's the way it's gonna go. Unequal links are coming. They're not yet. I'm gonna get bigger brakes eventually. Like I said, money is a bitch, so you know you gotta work with that. Car is super dirty, so don't leave any comments saying keep your car like a mess, because you know I'm a busy guy. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video because I know everybody was always asking about this stuff. So I hope I made you happy this time. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed it.